In this video, we're going to run Service 1 and look at the system activity and message flow performance while it is running. On the left of the screen, the N1 system monitor is running. At the top of that screen, you can see the system level activity, and then lower down there is a list of processes that are sorted in order of the CPU that they are using. On the right of the screen, there is a command prompt, which is where I'm going to run the perf harness utility from to generate some HTTP traffic to invoke Service 1. We can see the client starting out and generating some load, and we can see that CPU is being used on the system if we look at the top display on the left. That the process with a PID of 15442 integration server is using most of the CPU. This is good, as it's the one we expect to see using CPU, as it is the integration server hosting server 1. We can see from the perf harness messages that a good rate of over 2,000 messages a second is being achieved. Not all of the CPU is being used either, so it looks good. So this is helpful overall. We can see the message rate being achieved and the use of CPU and process memory from the N1 command. We'd like to know how quickly the message flow is running. It's elapsed time and CPU time, and for this we need to use the ACE Web UI, as N1 only looks at the system and process level activity, does not know about message flows or indeed anything about ACE. This is the Web UI for the integration server PD MISC. There is a tab called Flow Statistics, so let's have a look there. Here we get a display that shows the deployed services and some data showing average elapsed time, average CPU time, the message rate, total input messages, the number of active threads, and the number of backouts. This data is automatically updated every 20 seconds. We can see that Service 1 is the only message flow with some activity. Let's have a look at this service in more detail, so let's click on it. We get more detail on Service 1. We want the flow statistics, so we select the Flow Statistics and Layout tab. Then we get some charts of activity. This is since the Web UI instance was started. As we scroll down the page, we see a schematic of the message flow, and below that, average elapsed time, average CPU time, and total input messages for each of the nodes in the message flow. The elapsed and CPU times are in microseconds, so all of the nodes are running in less than 1 millisecond, which is why we're getting such a good message rate. So Service 1 is running well. We can see that from the perf harness message rate, but also importantly, we can confirm that by seeing the message flow statistics in the Web UI. So all is good in this case, but that is not always so, as we will see when we look at some different services.